Hello. How is it going, everybody? Over here on the East Coast in Connecticut, hi Kingsley, how are you? It's super hot. Well, no, it's not super hot, it's super humid, and it feels very hot in here. And it also is creating a lot of stuff happening here with my hair. But that's fun. Gotta enjoy it. Glad to see all you guys here today. We're going to be working some balance stuff, and I want you to make sure that you are doing what works best for your body. So if that means, again, I don't think I have my chair down here. Oh yeah, I do. Using your, in Austin, Texas, she said it's great temperature. Wow, I wish I was there. Use a chair or a counter or the wall if you need some help balancing. I want this, I can't see anybody, so I can't actively notice if somebody needs help, so kind of just listen to your own body with that. If you are new to Connecting with Balance, every Friday here at 3 p.m. Eastern, we do a little bit of movement working on balance, and we all can get better and get stronger at balance no matter our age, and it's so important. And I was just listening to something about anything that's important you should probably do every day, like brushing your teeth. So maybe you could work on this, and these things are 5 minutes, 10 minutes. You can take little chunks of them and work on them every day. Hi, Dana. How are you? So we're going to, we're going to do it. Hi, Lynn Roland. How are you? I miss you. How's Georgia? It's as humid here right now as Georgia is. That's where I grew up, for those of you guys who don't know. So it's feeling a lot like Georgia right now in Connecticut, which is very odd. So we're going to stand up if that works for you. If it doesn't, you can do some of this more up in your seat. Let's just move our shoulders a little bit. I've been real stiff today, like my neck. So just move them around. Maybe try moving one at a time. Maybe try moving them forward and back. I'm going to turn this way so you can see. Just kind of punching, rounding, and then opening up. Oh, that feels good. You can let your head move with that. Maybe even bend your knees, kind of round over, and then open up. If you're doing this seated, you could just round over your legs and then back up. And then let's take a moment and do a little twist side to side. Just let your arms go. And if you'll notice, my leg and foot is turning too, right? So I'm just letting it go. I'm not thinking about hitting a position, just twisting around a little bit. Good. Come back to the center. I want you to just shift weight from one foot to the other. Back and forth. Again, if you want to be doing this next to a wall so you can hold on, please do it. Maybe you can pick up a foot as you go side to side. This can be as big or small as you want to. You can also totally keep the toes down if that makes more sense for you. Both feet on the floor. Take a minute. Do a little bit of bending the knees, straightening, maybe even a little lift up onto your toes. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see that as well. A little bend or a little plie for all those dance folks out there. And then or elevate, lift up onto the toes. Come back one more time. A little bend, up, and down. All right, so we're going to be working today with a couple of exercises and variations on those exercises, imagining that we're standing in the middle of a compass. We've done this a little bit already in our classes, but think about you've got north, south, east, west, and then you've got the ones in between, right? Northeast, northwest, south, blah, all that stuff. So what I want you to do first is just imagine that your foot is going to draw each one of those 8 lines out and around and back, and then the other side. So we're going to start together again. Please hold on to a wall or a chair if you need to. I'm going to use my left leg as my standing leg. You can do whichever you want. And my right leg is going to just slide forward along that imaginary line and then slide back. So I'm starting right now, and I'm going to go out to the northeast. I'm starting with my foot staying on the ground. If you're wearing shoes, if your floor's not slippery, that's fine. You can just kind of tap it along the ground. But I like to get started with a little less work, right? I'm not trying to fully balance on one leg. I'm going to go back. All right, now I'm going to do the same thing with the other leg. Go to the back. You can start from the front. It doesn't really matter. Just drawing each one of those lines. Now notice how I'm bending this standing leg. I have to go out further, right? If I don't bend my standing leg, I'm kind of stuck once I get here. So reaching it out. I'm shifting around so I can be seen by the camera, but you can stay in place. Okay, we did all of those. Now what about using my right leg to do this left side of the space for me? So I want to think, I might go forward, and then I want to think about that like northwest with that leg crisscrossing. And then straight side, how can I go? Right, to the back, I'm going to cross behind, but on that diagonal. Right, and then to the back. Do the same thing with this other side. I'm going to go forward, and I'm going to go out on that diagonal, crisscrossing. And straight side. To the back. You can do whatever you want to with your hands. Obviously, I'm kind of moving around. I find that people have different positions that feel comfortable. Some people here, some people arms down. I'm kind of always like this. Now, we're going to do both of those again, all that again. But this time, if you're able to, keep your foot off the ground while it's tracing that line. So it's not a position I'm holding. I'm just hovering my foot off the ground. I'm reaching out, and then I'm coming back and reaching out. So you don't have to match me. You want to kind of go slow and control. But if you're not right with me, don't worry about it. And then back. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and use the same leg and do my crisscrosses. Reach it behind. Reach it straight over. And if going off the ground doesn't work for you yet, don't worry about it. Just do it with this little slide or the little tap on the ground again. Same thing with the other leg. Off the ground in all those 8 directions with this new leg. Notice how I'm tipping over to help myself balance, right? There's more going on out there, so I can reach further and I can lean out. You can choose how far you want to go. If you're just starting on this balance training, you might want to stay more steady. All right, I'm going to go across. Yeah. Crisscross. And crisscross. And one more forward. Okay, I'm seeing that some messages come in, so hello, Sarah Jennings, and Alicia Page and Danielle. Oh my gosh, so many people. I feel like it's like high school and college memories. Everybody's showing up. So now we're gonna do the same thing. If you want to challenge yourself by floating, you can do that. If you want to close your eyes, that will even give you a bigger challenge. Don't do this if you are already struggling with the ones we've done. So we've got, just for those who just joined, we're tracing lines out like all the directions, north, south, east, west, as well as northwest, north, south. So you're either doing it with your foot on the floor, hovering off the floor, or hovering off the floor or touching the floor with eyes closed. I'm going to take the real challenge of doing this in front of the live audience. I'm really doing it, folks. I'm not faking it. I am trying to close my eyes and make all these lines. Can I do it? I don't know. But maybe if I tip over, you won't feel, don't worry about tipping over in your own space. Just be safe. Okay? One more. And then the other side. Ooh, I'm going to open my eyes for a second. We'll try the other side. Again, you do not have to have your eyes closed, but if you need a challenge, go for it. Also remember, it might seem like, oh gosh, we're doing this again. But think about like how many things you have to practice for a period of time with repetitions to get good at it. So definitely don't stop at just one time through. Push it back. Crisscross it over. Yes. Oh my. Okay, that is a challenge for sure. So take a second, shake it out. If you got dizzy at all, look forward. We're going to keep this idea of the compass, the lines, out on the floor. And now instead of touching it and drawing them with our feet, we're going to do it with our hands. So you're going to start with both feet on the floor. And it depends on your particular mobility, whether you actually touch the floor or not, or if you're just reaching out. Like, so here's an example, I'll turn to the side. You could do it here. You could do it here. You could actually draw it on the floor. We're just going to take, you can choose the hand. We're going to do all those directions. You reach out, you come back up. You go out on that diagonal, you come back up. Again, reach out, come back up. Now, this, it's an exercise, right? But doesn't mean you can't make it fun. Turn on some music, right? Chase your cats around your house while you're doing it. I don't know. Get your kids to play it. Hey, maybe this is how everybody can pick up their Legos, right? Put the Legos, you gotta grab a Lego on the way back up and put it in your pocket. I don't know. Reach it out, all the way around. Same deal with the crisscrossing, right? I gotta reach to those opposite directions across my body. Ooh, how am I gonna do back? What's that gonna be? I'm just gonna figure it out. Then we'll do the same thing, cross the other way, out on those angles. Go behind myself this time, reach it back. Remember, like I said, it's not about perfection, it's not about hitting a pose, it's about just going through this experience and figuring out what's hard, what's easy. We're doing it again. I'm breathing heavy, plus it's hot. Now, if you want a challenge, on one foot as you're reaching out, okay? You do not have to do that, or you could do it holding onto a wall on one foot and reaching out for another experience, all right? So you decide what's right for you. I'm gonna choose a foot, stand on it. You can decide, and in fact, I would encourage you to do both versions, right? So for me, I'm standing on my left. I can stand on my left and reach forward with my right. I can also stay standing on my left and reach forward with my left. See what that's like, all right? Maybe I'll do that version on the way. So I'm gonna go out, I'm staying on the same leg, but I'm alternating which way I go. Again, you can decide, do you actually want to touch the floor? Do you want to be hip height? Do you want to be knee height? What works for you? And what works in the front might be different from what works in the back. Woo! Okay, got one more to the back. Oh, did I skip the other side? I think I did. Go back, back. That is a lot of work on the standing leg. So shake it out. Do it on the other side. Here we go. Reach it out. And you could do it in a different way. You could do all the right arm, and then you come back and do all the left arm. It doesn't matter. Just make sure you do both, all the combinations, right? Right leg, right arm. Right leg, left arm. All that stuff. Couple more. Woo. Okay, one more. Take a break. All right, take a breather. That right there, everything we've done so far is a good 10 to 12 minutes of that balance training. That right there could be your workout 3 days a week, every day. Especially if you're noticing that your balance is getting more and more challenged, do it. I know it's hard. I know when I'm not teaching balance classes because I'm not as balanced because I have to practice because I'm teaching and I'm showing and sharing. So when I'm not teaching, I'm not practicing as much. So If you can, make yourself a little reminder, put a little note in the same way that you do, oh, remember to go to bed early for this, or remember to do your yoga class, or whatever it is. Set yourself a little timer or set a little calendar invitation. Make it fun. Pick up stuff off the ground if you want to. Listen to music. Play with your kids. Any of that stuff is just fine, and it can make it a lot more fun. I want to remind you guys that we do these classes Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 3 p.m. on Pilobolus Instagram and Facebook. Also, today at 4 p.m. Eastern, which is in 45 minutes, there is the Green Space, which is green with an E at the end, G-R-E-E-N-E. Green Space is doing an encore live stream of a show called 44 Charlton, which we performed in 3 years ago. And we did our piece on the nature of things in a very different setting. It was kind of in a club kind of feel. There's like a glitter curtain behind the dancers. It'll be a different look if you've seen that piece. If you haven't seen it, check it out. It's a beautiful piece. There's other performers on that show as well. It's not just us, but you can check out that at 4 p.m. Eastern in about 45 minutes on the Green Space. Oh shoot, I don't remember if it's .org or whatever, but I think if you look that up, you will find it. It's been really fun moving with you guys today. I hope you have an awesome Friday and weekend. I'm so excited to see so many people that I've known for so many years. It's really, really awesome. Yeah, I think somebody put out the word to, oh, I know what happened. Apparently I'm live on my own Facebook page. So that must be why all these people are finding me. Instead of switching to Pilobolus' Facebook page, I did it on my own personal one. Wonderful. You know, this is where we are, folks, because that's just the way it goes. Well, you know what's wonderful? Now I have introduced all these wonderful friends to what I'm doing on our work Facebook. I'll see what I can do to move that over to Pilobolus. Have fun, everybody. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you soon.